Hello, beautiful soul. I'm Samantha of Senses of the Soul, and this is my March 2025 full moon update. Now, let's take a look at what this moon's energetic coding is going to do for you in your ascension process. There's also a total lunar eclipse happening at that time. It's the first of two total lunar eclipses that are happening this year. The second one will be in September. Welcome to my channel where you discover your soul's journey through chakra archetypes, nature's medicine, and cosmic events. I am a registered herbalist, contemporary medicine woman, and evolutionary oracle. And I love communing with plant and crystal consciousness. I work with them in my practice. They are sentient beings who are graciously here to help us on our ascension. Now, this full moon is in Virgo. And as I said, there's also a total lunar eclipse along with it. So the theme with this, the energy that's coming through is cosmic truth seeking. And that connects directly to the 11th chakra here above the head. And that's a silver star chakra. So those of you that have my oracle deck, you can take a look at that silver star chakra. It'll give you a lot more information in there. But essentially, as we move into this full moon in Virgo, and total lunar eclipse energy, which is bringing in a lot of feminine creative energy, right? And it's coming through you, and it will support you as you move into this part of your process to really start looking more deeply inward or continuing to reassess as you move through it and get into that nitty gritty of what it is you need to shift in your life, what you want to rework, what you want to revamp, what you would like to overhaul. And you may find yourself doing that in various parts of your life right now. So keep listening to your intuition and doing that. You are really recalibrating, which is exactly what this means, is that revamping, reworking, relooking, and sometimes it may mean a total overhaul. So take a look at where you need to look at that in yourself and in your life, what it is you would like to do to continue to create the life that you love. You are weaving your life into being. You're weaving the divine creation energy, these feminine divine creation energies into you this month as you move forward into this new era that we're in, that's starting as we go through the March 20th equinox. You're really bringing that energy in. So you'll continue to assimilate your past, to really release it and purify it. Your whole body continues to purify this month. And I talked about that in my March Ascension Energies update that I put out. And I talked about working with the plant consciousness of yellow dock, which is really about deep purification through the body. And as you do that, you'll be able then to step fully into the next phase of your soul pathwork. So trust that as you go along. And you're going to also, as you move through this, continue to shift your perspective, because as you let go, you can have more of that fresh, bright-eyed, feel like you really have a little more spring in your step, so to speak, as you move forward through this full moon, total solar eclipse, and then into the equinox and the new moon at the end of the month. As you do this, you'll really let go of, and you'll need to let go of judgment and perfectionism and self-doubt. So continue to really tap into where it is you want to go and where you want to use your talents, or how you want to bring more joy into your life, more passion. As well, the energy of this full moon will help a little bit more as we purify with courage and resolve and resilience to keep going on your path, because you may be starting fresh again or have to put a lot of work into rebuilding and relooking at, as I said, and reconstructing and overhauling. So take that energy that's coming through this full moon and really use it wisely. Where do you feel called to step up and to co-create with others, to grow, to move past your fear? I think that's a big part of this, and choose to engage or not, right? Because again, the energy comes through this full moon portal, but you have to decide whether you engage with it or not. So basically, it's all hands on deck and boots on the ground. So the Virgo energy of this full moon and total lunar eclipse will really help bring order to the chaos in a way in ourselves, even if the outside world is still going through a lot of shifts that look perhaps positive or not positive, but really there's a lot of infinite potential, a lot of possibility that's coming through as we start in this month through this full moon and on to through the equinox and the new moon at the end of the month. It's really exciting, and you can harness that and use it to your advantage. We're leaving that victim archetype behind. And that's what part of this energy is teaching us, and to really get us to see life a little bit more with fresh eyes. It's about really coming into laser-like focus and knowing what it is you need to do. Keep focusing and focusing on that, and not allowing, in particular, the head and all your thoughts to mislead you or not get you to step in with the courage and the resolve and the action that you need. So this energy coming through this portal and eclipse is really helping us cut through the BS. So to see life and to really focus on what we want and to leave that victim archetype behind. Okay, so by the time we get to the end of the month, we're really off and running, and we leave that victim consciousness behind, or at least for those of us that choose to do that. You'll still find you might dip a bit, but you're really going to get better at not being in that victim. You'll also find that you have more attunement as you come through this full moon portal and eclipse, okay, to figure out what really matters to you, and it'll ground you more in your oneness and your wholeness. And that's coming through that DNA upgrade that I've been talking about, and what you need to shift or what needs to come online. So you'll have much more ability to do that. We're also going into Mercury retrograde as well. And that Virgo energy is of the moon is very mercurial anyway. It gets you to really focus and look inward. So the Mercury retrograde we're also going to be having as well this month, that's starting on March 15th, is also going to help you really focus in and will help you to do that. The energy that's also coming through will also affect communications. How do you want to communicate? How do you want to do that truthfully? How will that come through your creative expression? That's a big part of what this energy is supporting us in as well. And again, I look at it kind of like, what hill will you die on? Not literally, but just what are you really passionate about? What are you willing to take a stand on? So that's a lot of what's coming through as we move through this full moon and total lunar eclipse portal, and then through the equinox, which brings in more of that oneness and wholeness, and through the end of the month to the new moon that we have in Aries, which is very action oriented, and off we go. So really take a look at, where are your talents needed? Where do you want to commit to that? What's calling through your soul and your heart as you do this? Where is the next level of your soul path work? So thank you so much for joining me. Let me know where you're going to be during this full moon and total lunar eclipse on March 13th. I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you next time.